If your salary is sitting in a standard savings account earning 4%, inflation at 6% is quietly eating your purchasing power alive. Watch the reality of compounding. Invest 10,000 rupees monthly from age 25 to 35 to reach 2 crore by 60. Wait until 35 to begin, and that number is cut in half. Time is an asset you cannot buy back. Building this wealth doesn't require inheritance or stock tips. It requires predictable disposable income, an active internet bank account, and a KYC-compliant DMAT account. Once the infrastructure is set, success is a matter of systematic execution. Here is exactly how to deploy 10,000 rupees every month. The blueprint divides your capital into 3 distinct buckets. We allocate the first 2,000 rupees to immediate financial defense. These funds go into a high-yield liquid fund or a sweep-in fixed deposit. You are looking for a return between 6.5% and 7%. A standard savings account provides too little yield to protect this cash. You need a vehicle that preserves your capital while providing a slight premium over basic inflation. You will maintain this monthly contribution until you have secured a buffer of 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This is a deliberate, steady build that ensures your foundation is firm before you move to higher-risk assets. Once that safety net is fully funded, this 2,000 rupee allocation is no longer needed for defense. It becomes surplus capital that you can pivot into the wealth-building steps that follow. This fund acts as a behavioral shield. It ensures that when life happens, you don't have to sell your long-term investments at the worst possible time. Step 2 is your core growth engine, taking up the largest slice of your budget at 6,000 rupees. We use passive index funds here. This removes the performance drag of the 2% fees often charged by actively managed funds that struggle to beat the market. We split this 6,000 into 3 parts: 3,000 to a Nifty 50 fund for a stable core, 2,000 to a Midcap 150 fund for higher 10-year rewards, the final 1,000 to an international fund, diversifying your future. To make this work, set these 3 contributions on autopay for the day your salary hits. Automation removes the need for monthly discipline. Once the system is running, stop checking the daily value of your portfolio. When the market drops 15%, do not panic. An automated system treats market dips as a discount, buying more units for the same price. This is how process beats emotion in wealth building. The final 2,000 rupees is allocated to step 3, reclaiming money that would otherwise go to taxes. You will invest this in an equity-linked savings scheme, or ELSS. This is a mutual fund specifically designed to qualify for deductions under Section 80C. This chart shows the math. By putting 24,000 a year into an ELSS, you can save between 5,000 and 7,000 rupees in tax, depending on your income bracket. That is money you keep for yourself, allowing it to compound in the market rather than handing it over to the government. ELSS funds have a mandatory 3-year lock-in period. This is often cited as a drawback. In reality, the lock-in is a feature. It physically prevents you from making emotional withdrawals during market corrections, forcing the patience required for long-term growth. This is the complete architecture: 2,000 for safety, 6,000 for core market growth, and 2,000 for tax efficiency. Success doesn't come from finding a hidden gem or a crypto bet. It comes from repeating this simple, boring process for years. The next step is selecting the specific assets. With over 40 index funds available, even simple investing has traps. Next week, I'm breaking down exactly how to pick the right index fund for each bucket. Subscribe so you don't miss that. And if you're struggling to find your first 10,000 to invest, let me know in the comments.